What is up, Manfire Nation? And welcome to part 2 of my Xbox 360 collection. I hope you guys watched the first one and you enjoyed it. And I'm not trying to show off or anything. I hope you don't think that. I've seen other people do these type of collection videos and I enjoy watching them, so I just wanted to try one out as well. So hope you enjoy, and let's get on with it, shall we? We left off at Oblivion, Elder Scrolls 4. What about its sequel, Skyrim? This is my favorite game of all time. I adore this game. If you haven't played Skyrim, just go out right now and get it. Do it. Do it. Now, somewhat obscure RPG game by Ubisoft, Enchanted Arms. I actually just bought this a couple weeks ago. I saw it a couple months ago and I'm like, it might be kind of interesting. But it's a weird plot. And Enchanted Arms, so you would think, okay, swords and stuff get enchanted. No. It's their actual arms, somehow have magical powers, something like that. Interesting. Double. Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas. Heck yeah. Just like the Elder Scrolls, made by Bethesda. Great first-person games, open-world games, so much fun. Far Cry 3, another first-person open-world game. And Vas Montenegro. He's actually my favorite antagonist in a video game of all time. I don't know why. It's just, he's so crazy. I actually still haven't played Far Cry 4. I know it's supposed to be very similar to 3, but I still want to get it because I love Far Cry. Game not a lot of people heard of. I don't actually have the case. Got it from GameStop. It's called Fuel. It's an open world racing game. It's a fun racing game, but it has one of the largest overworlds of any video game ever. But there's barely anything to do in the overworld except for find races and vista points, which is lookout points. But still not a bad game. It's just wish there were a lot more in the world you can do. So these are all kind of so Halo Wars, which is the strategy Halo game. I actually have not played this yet because I'm not a big strategy guy. I got it for Christmas a couple years ago. Yeah, a couple years I haven't played it yet. It's not even. Oh yeah, it's open, but Halo Reach. These aren't in the correct order. Well, I have them in time order. Halo Wars was before all this. Then Halo Reach, Halo Anniversary, Halo 3, Halo 3 ODST, Halo 4. I enjoy Halo. Halo 3 is my favorite. I don't know if I'm going to get 5. I am still debating on it. Should I? I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I'll think about it. But 4 was okay. 3, awesome. This is an obscure title. I used to work at a video game store a couple years back. My brother owned it. And this is one of the games I got from there. Oh, I missed that job. That was the best job in the world. It's called Jurassic the Hunted. It's a first-person shooter. You get sent back in time. You got to kill these dinosaurs. It's similar to Turok in a way, which, yep, there it is. You'll see that at the end of the video. Got that too. I've played a few Turok games from the N64 all the way up to 360. Similar to Turok, obscure game. It's actually not bad. It got 70%, I think, on game rankings and stuff, Metacritic. So if you like dinosaurs, you like that game, and also this Telltale game. I think it's Telltale. Yeah. Jurassic Park. If you've ever played a Telltale Games, Telltale has The Walking Dead, Wolf Among Us. They're doing Minecraft Story Mode that comes out later this year. The Borderlands, the Tales from the Borderlands they did, and they're also the Elder Scrolls one that's out right now. Telltale is, and it's similar. It's the same thing. It's the episodic, but obviously on Isla Nublar for Jurassic Park. I love Jurassic Park, and when I heard about this game, I'm like, oh, I gotta get that. I didn't realize it was an episodic one, but it's still pretty good for being an episodic game. It got 50 and 60%, but I don't really care too much about critic rankings. But still, nonetheless, if you like Telltale Games, you'll like them. I already got the third one pre-ordered that comes out later this year. Just Cause 2. This is one of my top 5 favorite video games of all time. Skyrim's number 1. Just Cause 2 is probably number 4 or 5. Oh my god. If you've never played a Just Cause game, you play as Rico Rodriguez. He's like a secret agent. It's a third-person game. It's open world. Just Cause 2 was one of the largest maps of any game, also ever. Just like Fuel has one of the largest. And 3 is supposed to be a little bit bigger than 2. And the graphics are amazing. They could do a little better on like the graphics of like the cars and like the way the people look, but I think they're going to fix that in 3. Other than that, this is a great single-player game. There is no multiplayer. They're the mod for the PC, but you know what? I mean, I would like to maybe have like maybe a split screen of like 2 to 4 people, but I don't really care. It's just a great single-player game. This Kinect game, Kinect Adventure. This is the one that came with Kinect. It's the only Kinect game I have. I've got my Kinect a couple years ago. I've only ever touched it like once because I have no room. My parents got it for me for Christmas, and like I wanted it, but I'm like, don't get it because we don't have room. They got it anyway, so I'm holding out hope that maybe one day I'll play it, but I think I'm just gonna trade it in because it barely works. That's what everybody says, so I don't know. One of the best games to come out on the 360, and one of Rockstar's best, LA Noire. You play during the 40s. You play as a police detective. Crap, I don't remember his name. Cole Phelps, that's his name. You go, you keep getting promoted up through the game. You gotta like go to different homicide sites and stuff like that, find out what happened, interview witnesses and potential suspects, and it's a third-person game. It's similar to Grand Theft Auto, except you play the cop. It's open world, and it's set in 1940s LA. And you also have some real murders in here. Like one of the ones you investigate is Black Dahlia murders. Valve, Left 4 Dead 1 and 2. It better be coming out with 3. Oh, I actually got 2 first, but really you don't need to play 1 to know about the other and stuff like that. So I got this for Christmas back, I think, in 2009, the year it came out, I believe. I literally played it I played it every single day from when I got it up until about, I think, maybe September, October the next year. Every single day I played this. And I love it. And then I got Left 4 Dead 1, and I love that as well. And if they don't come without Left 4 Dead 3, I'm just going to scream. Another obscure game. This game actually got pretty bad reception. The graphics aren't great, but I like it for how it has like cryptozoological and like mythological elements. It's a first-person shooter called Legendary. You play the criminal who's trying to steal Pandora's box, and he ultimately, accidentally, opens it up. And I gotta adjust because my legs are getting hurt. And you gotta deal with like griffins and werewolves, minotaurs, all stuff like that, while trying to escape New York City. It's an okay first-person shooter. I mean, I like the elements they added in it, like the mythological and cryptozoological elements. They just announced the third one about a month ago, Mafia II. Never played the first one, and this one's kind of cool because it expands upon a lot of different stuff. It's similar to GTA, but it has a lot of different expanses in it. Like, you can get the cops will pull you over for going too fast. That's pretty sweet. It's pretty realistic in that sense. I mean, a lot of people complain that a game is too realistic. Sometimes that's kind of cool, though, if you think about it. I just forgot to put up my Xbox 360 banner like I had in the last one. Oh, well, I got this time. Max Payne 3. I will admit this is the only Max Payne game I've ever played. I'm sorry, I can hear the boos right now, and the dislikes on the comments. Please, no. I'm sorry. I've only played maybe like 20 minutes of it. I've seen gameplay of it, though. Like, one of my favorite YouTube channels, Rooster Teeth Productions, they did on, actually, the Let's Play channel. They did some multiplayer Max Payne 3, and they're actually pretty awesome. It was hilarious. I'll do those separately. Medal of Honor Airborne. Pretty cool World War II first-person shooter. I used to play a lot of first-person shooters until they got shitty. Like, on my PlayStation 2, which I actually just got a new one because I had a flood last year and it got lost in the flood, so I just got a new one today. Just came today from eBay. I was so happy. I used to play a ton of Medal of Honor on the PS2. So Medal of Honor Frontline, Medal of Honor Rising Sun, Medal of Honor Vanguard, and then this is also on PS2 Airborne. But I was like, I'm gonna get it on 360. I forgot it's made by EA. EA makes good games. It's just a dumb company. But in this, you get the parachute. See, I don't know if you see that. You get to parachute out of the planes, which is awesome. That's the main reason I wanted this game. Actually, no, this is only on 360 and PS3. Because I remember the ad for it. I didn't have my 360 yet. I had a Wii at the time, and I had my PS2, and they're like, Medal of Honor Airborne, 360 PS3, and I'm like, oh, well, dang it. So, I can't play it. Then here's another Medal of Honor game. I just thought I'd separate it. I don't even remember what it's called. Medal of Honor Warfighter. Yeah, this is a sequel, because there was the Medal of Honor that came out, I think, like in 2010 or 9, that this is a sequel to that. I've watched people play it. I haven't played it yet because I heard it's kind of crappy, and it sounds like it's out of the disc. Oh, no, it's not. It's just... Oh, look, I have a limited edition content pass. Hey, this came with a Battlefield 4 beta. Well, I don't know. I don't play those games very often. Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. I haven't played this one yet. I've actually only ever played two other Metal Gear Solid games. Metal Gear Solid 4 and Metal Gear Solid, the demo one. The one that lasts like an hour that was like $40. I don't remember what it's called. It was for free on the Xbox One, so I'm like, I'll try it. And it's cool, but yeah, I wasn't going to pay $40 for that. Mortal Kombat. Still haven't played Mortal Kombat 10 yet, and I've played some older ones. I've never played the original though, but oh man, I love this game. And freaking Freddy Krueger is in it. That makes it even awesome. Graphics are great on this game. Obviously it's Mortal Kombat. It's going to be a sweet fighting game. Oh, I'm a NASCAR fan. I used to be a bigger NASCAR fan, but now they're pretty much like all crybabies now. So I like racing games. And this is probably my favorite of all time, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit. Great graphics. It's just an awesome game. I actually prefer playing as the cops, because you get to set down the spike strips and stuff like that, try to get the racers. It's so much fun. You can play as the cops or the racers, which makes it awesome. Actually, now since I'm thinking about it, this is probably my second favorite racing game. Number 1, Burnout 3 Takedown on PS2. Plants vs. Zombies, Garden Warfare. I guess they're coming out with Garden Warfare 2, I think, late this year, early next year on Xbox One and PS4. I wanted to get this on Xbox One, but this is a pretty fun third-person shooter. I mean, I've never played the regular Plants vs. Zombies, because I don't really... Tower defense games are okay. I used to play, like, Bloons Tower Defense, if you ever heard of that one. I think it was on Addicting Games back in the day. But... and the graphics are great in this game. It's just, it's quirky and a lot of fun. Rage! Anarchy Edition, so it's like the special edition. Another, I think this is Bethesda. It's either Bethesda or ZeniMax. Yeah, it's Bethesda and ID. Another open world game, similar to Fallout, not as good as Fallout, but still pretty cool. But if you want to know what this game's like, pretty much just like Fallout. This game, Rainbow Six Vegas 2, this game is awesome. It's a third-person cover. Well, not cover shoot. I mean, you can shoot from cover and stuff. Third-person shooter. It has good single-player campaign, good multiplayer, co-op. It's so much fun, and they have like a couple different modes, like Terrorist Hunt. Which Terrorist Hunt is so much fun, and it's Ubisoft, so obviously it's more than likely going to be good, except they're kind of going downhill in recent years, because they're like, oh, let's just like not throw this game out there, and then fix it later. Now, my second favorite game of all time. Yep, 3 of my top 5 are on the 360. Well, and technically, I think PS3 was all of them too. Red Dead Redemption and Undead Nightmare. I had to put that one out there. Undead Nightmare is technically DLC. I actually owned Undead Nightmare before I owned Red Dead Redemption, but I did play Red Dead Redemption before Undead Nightmare. I got this when I was working at the game shop. Somebody came in to trade it. I'm just like, I'll buy it off you. And I did. Rockstar. Another Rockstar game. And there's... Ow! My feet are asleep now. They are saying they're making a sequel I want John Marston back in it though, and he's dead. Spoiler alert. Sorry. I don't know if you've played it yet. More than likely you probably have, but if not, I'm sorry. What I want, I don't really want. I hope they don't go like and play like his son Jack. I kind of wanted to do like a prequel where he's still in like Dutch's gang, which would be cool. And then Undead Nightmare is just same thing with zombies added. Saints Row the Third. Pretty much a quirky, cartoonish version of Grand Theft Auto, I guess you could say. It's still a lot of fun. And they have a song in there that I like from Black Veil Brides. Third-person shooter, and you get to pretty much do a ton of stuff. There's a mission in this game where you gotta kill zombies. Then I also have Saints Row 4 and Saints Row Get Out of Hell on my Xbox One. An obscure title. I actually have videos of this on my channel, and I haven't made one in a couple months. I need to continue. It's a first-person shooter horror game, horror sci-fi game called Singularity. It's it's Activision. That's what. Made by Activision and Raven Software, I believe. Yep, Raven Software right there. It actually got good reviews, but nobody like heard about this game. I saw it. I work a retail store, and I saw it, so I'm like, cheap, and I'm like, I'm gonna buy it, and I don't regret it. It was a lot of fun. It's psychological horror, regular horror. There's some good jump scares in this. It's a confusing story too. A very fun first-person shooter, nonetheless. And my last video, I mentioned you might see Skylanders. Yay, Skylanders Swap Force. And then I also have Skylanders Trap Team on my Xbox One. Yes, I play Skylanders. I don't know if you can see them right here. It's a fun little platformer, and you get some cool little like action figures. So, but yeah, it's a platformer. You get cool action figures. Yeah, it's expensive. That's the one bad thing. I'm probably not going to get Superchargers, which is a new one, but still a pretty cool one. I have all these. My games are just in a huge pile now. I'm going to have to put them back in alphabetical order. Sonic Sega AllStars Racing 1 and 2. Yeah, it's a ripoff of Mario Kart, but they're still fun as heck. Mario Kart's amazing. These games are actually amazing too. I prefer the original over the remake, Transformed, but it's still cool. In Transformed, you get actually Wreck-It Ralph, and you also get Danica Patrick, who's actually she's a NASCAR racer currently, which is really cool. And in this one, you get Banjo-Kazooie. Still a fun game. There are a lot of characters in there that probably not a lot of people know about, but they're still fun. Just an awesome game, and the graphics in these games are actually pretty sweet. Soul Calibur 5, another fighting game. This time with weapons. Everybody knows about Soul Calibur though. And 5 actually a lot of people didn't like because it had a new main character. But you also have Ezio Auditore from Assassin's Creed in here. This is the funniest game I have ever played. South Park Stick of Truth. It's an RPG turn-based game. It's so much fun. It's the funniest game I have ever played. It's hilarious. You gotta check this out, and it's pretty cheap now too. And they announced like a sequel coming out on next gen or 8. Well, can you still call it the 8th gen, next gen? I don't know. Maybe. What's this? Oh, Tomb Raider, the reboot of Tomb Raider. I'm actually gonna get rid of this because I got it for free on my Xbox One, but obviously everybody knows Tomb Raider, so I don't really know if I should. Graphics are great gameplay, it's just awesome, and it's a prequel. I just played this game for the first time a couple days ago. Yeah, 2 days ago. Tropico 3, first Tropico game I ever played. It's a city building game, city simulation game. You play as I guess you could say dictator. And you just like try to keep your relations up with other like countries and like just make sure your country prospers. I love games like that. SimCity, Roller Coaster Tycoon, Zoo Tycoon, The Sims, stuff like that. So I'm like, those are all Sims games I just mentioned. No, they weren't. Roller Coaster Tycoon, Turning Point: Fall of Liberty. First-person shooter. Came out a while ago. But it's where in World War II certain things happen that actually didn't happen, and Germany actually invades the United States. You just gotta try to take down the Nazis in New York City. I mentioned Turok, and here it is. Turok, first-person shooter. I think. Yeah. I just played it not that long ago. I should remember. Yeah, it's first-person shooter. And you're on a planet that has dinosaurs and also like people. And I've played a few Turok games, like Turok on the N64, Turok Evolution on the PS2. Turok Evolution, I played the crap out of that game. I haven't played this one too much, but it's not bad. And then last, but I can't say certainly, but certainly not least. Yeah, I can. The Walking Dead Survival Instinct. Yeah, this game didn't get great reviews. Doesn't have great graphics, but it has scared me a few times. It's not a horrible game. Well, I mean, it's not great, but it's not bad. It has scared me a few times. I actually pre-ordered this game, so. But it's got Daryl and Merle. It's got what are their real names? Anthony Rooker and Norman Reedus. Yeah, and they actually voiced them, so that's really cool. So that's my Xbox 360 collection. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, I've had a few people comment that they're comparing games and stuff on here, so I really appreciate that. So that's really cool. So I don't know why I'm looking over there. I'm looking at my PS2 collection. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, subscribe to join the Mad Fire Nation. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.